students, Mrs. Girot here. Welcome to our fine arts critique of the Greek and Roman inspired clay pottery. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you have your critique quiz open in another window so that you can take that quiz while you are watching this video. You can pause the video as necessary or rewind it as necessary so that you can find all of the answers on the quiz. Just a reminder, don't forget to post your artworks on your blog. And what we're going to do today is just announce the winners of the Ancient Art assignment, discuss the Utah State Standards for Visual Arts again, talk about what a critique is, then you'll critique the student work, take the critique quiz, and vote for a winner. So let's announce the winner of the Ancient Art assignment. We actually have a lot of runner-ups today, so let's go ahead and take a look at those. Students voted for a lot of different students. So congratulations. And everybody, this assignment was really amazing. I hope that you enjoyed watching the critique. I did. It was incredible. And we're getting close. So we actually had a tie for first place. So high five for the tie. Good job, you guys. And you can tell I'm not a drummer, but the winner is, congratulations, Nala. You are one of our first place winners, and our other first place winner was Riley. Congratulations. You both did an awesome job. Beautiful work. It really shows. All of you, this assignment was incredible from everyone. So thank you very much. You're all winners in my book. Let's talk about the Utah Visual Arts Standards really quick. So Standard 1 making, I think we're getting the hang of these. You have now done drawing, and you've done just basic design, I guess, because for your ancient art, you could have done pencil or ink or paint or crayon or marker, whatever art supplies you had around. So we used a variety of media in that assignment. And then this next assignment that we're critiquing today is the clay work. And so the clay is a lot harder to work with. It's not something that we commonly use. So it was challenging, but you guys did a great job and persevered. Proud of you. So perceiving is the second standard here. What we're doing today, taking it in, critiquing it, and evaluating it. Expressing, so hopefully you guys are coming to a point now that we've discussed these standards and several of our critiques, that you are now approaching your artwork with this frame of mind that, okay, I'm going to make this so that it has some depth to it. I want to create some depth in my artwork to make my viewer think a little bit. So you can create depth with this fourth standard in contextualizing. So if you can figure out a way to make connections with something powerful in history, your geography classes, any of your classes, your language classes, the literature that you're reading, things, current events that are happening in the world today, personal experiences that you've had, if you can create connections to those things, that will automatically create depth in your artwork and make your viewer think more. Critique's not ugly, pretty, like, or don't like, even though we're human and think those things. A critique is a four-step critical thinking process: description, analysis, interpretation, and evaluation. So for this evaluation of the clay work, did the artist successfully form the clay into a pot that is shaped like ancient Greek pottery? Did the artist successfully use the black and red colors of ancient Greek pottery? Did the artist successfully use geometric designs? Did the artist successfully create a relief, because some people opted to do the relief, that is indicative of Greek or Roman art? So let us take a look. So So, what elements of art are illustrated in this sculpture? Remember, the elements are the basic building blocks: line, shape, space, value, texture, color, and form. And the principles are when you take all of those elements and put them together to create these effects of pattern, contrast, emphasis, balance, proportion, harmony, and rhythm. Let's do a quick critique of this pot. So the description, the first step in the process, is what do you see? Well, everybody's answer is going to be different, of course, because it's a fill in the blank, short essay. So it's not multiple choice. What do you see? Well, I see a clay pot with handles painted in the red and black colors characteristic of ancient Greek pottery, and the pot is painted with Greek geometric designs. So it's just very objective. It's just what you see. What elements of art are used? I see several elements used. I chose 3 to discuss. Form. This is a 3-dimensional clay sculpture, so that's what form refers to. It refers to 3D. Okay. Color. The artist used red and black paint indicative of Greek pottery. Line. Lines are used to create geometric patterns that adorn the pot. What principles of design are used? So I chose a few of them: contrast, pattern, and balance. For contrast, I write and reflect the red and black colors contrast to emphasize the geometric design. Pattern. Geometric patterns adorn the pot. Balance. The pot is symmetrical. You could draw a line in the middle. And even though the designs themselves aren't symmetrical, the form of the pot is very symmetrical. The artist did a really nice job of shaping it smoothly rounded and formed. Interpretation. So what's the message? Why did the artist create this artwork? What was the intent? So pots were used for funerary purposes. So this pot might be saying to you, I'm holding someone's ashes. The evaluation. Did the artist successfully form the clay into a pot that is shaped like ancient Greek pottery? Yes. Did they use the red and black colors successfully? Yes. Did they incorporate those geometric designs? Yes. And then for the reliefs, did the artist successfully create a relief that is indicative of Greek or Roman art? Yes, beautiful. It's got these columns here. All of these, oh, look at those capitals at the top. Very nice. Beautiful design, indicative of that period in history. Here's your quiz. What step of the critique process describes the use of line, form, and balance in the artwork? Description, analysis, interpretation, or evaluation? Analysis. Remember, those are the elements and principles when you analyze the art. What step of the critique process assesses whether the artist successfully created a sculpture characteristic of ancient Greek or Roman pottery or relief? So, did the artist successfully create a sculpture and characteristic of this time period? What step is that? Evaluation. You evaluate whether the artist successfully fulfilled his or her intention. What step in the critique process takes a deeper look at the artist's intent? What was the artist's intent? Why did the artist make this? What's the meaning behind it besides Mrs. Girot made me? Interpretation. What step of the critique process simply describes the medium, the subject matter, and what is seen? What do you see? Description. So let's go ahead and critique. Are you ready? As you critique, keep a little notepad by your side so you can write down the number or numbers of the artworks that you are drawn to, and then later when you go to vote, you can use that slideshow that's in there to go back and review those and narrow it down to one winner. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this week's critique. Um, Man, seriously, I am overwhelmed with emotion. The work that you did was beautiful, and I know that it's really easy to be too critical on yourself. But just remember that artists spend a lifetime perfecting the art of working with clay and pottery. And if this was your first time, don't be hard on yourself, because hopefully, if you enjoyed it, you'll continue working at it, and you can go to an art supply store and buy a giant brick of clay and continue to sculpt just for fun. Be sure to read the feedback I give you in the grade book, and if you don't get a perfect score, use that feedback to refine your work and resubmit for full credit. Also, you can retake tests and quizzes. See me in the classroom for help anytime. If you've been invited to see me for an intervention and you cannot make it during that time, please come and see me during some of the other hours that I'm available. Raise your hand also. If you've been called in, raise your hand so that we can start a dialogue. And that concludes our critique. I hope that you're able to finish the quiz, and now you can go and vote for a winner. And next week, we'll announce the winners. Have a great weekend.